What's up, guys? How's it going? We are back in Sly Cooper, Thieves in Time, and we are in a Western. And we don't have anything new other than the Murray ones, and I do not care about the Murray ones. So let's pop on out of here. This is a very long load screen. Okay. Got worried there for a second.
Sly, they're already rigging a noose for Tennessee, so we don't have time for a complicated plan. All my data
His name is
points to
Toothpick.
one thing. The quickest route inside that prison is to get yourself arrested.
Get myself arrested? I trust you, Bentley, but I'm not sure about getting locked up in this town.
Sorry, Sly. It's the only way we're gonna reach Tennessee in time. There's just one problem. They're holding Kid Cooper in the maximum security wing.
Maximum security.
You're gonna have to gain outlaw status, so you need to make sure you build a rep before they catch you. Otherwise, they'll throw you in with the common criminals.
Ugh, you mean like jaywalkers and litterbugs? Not gonna happen.
Well, around these parts, it's probably more like goat thieves and tobacco spitters. But you get the
Tobacco spitter is not illegal. I can't imagine in this time.
Posters of the sheriff around town. That ought to put a burr under his saddle. Get it? Because we're in the Old West? Well, anyway, I'll just let you get started.
Okay. Shit. You had me fooled there for a second, sir.
Find a poster, make it look goofy, and move on. Just like junior high.
Very nice, Sly.
Not for sale. It's Puny Greenhorn.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
You can slide on the rails.
The original artist damaged his vision staring at this guy.
I like it, Sly.
Let's hope so. I call
Stinks.
it counterfeit courage.
Oh, I want to go the other way. Not able to?
If I was as homely as this guy, I would not hang my picture everywhere.
Excellent work, Sly.
I wish I could tear
Oh
this
shit.
down.
I didn't realize there were
Here's
six
Weakling of the West.
pictures to do. How do I get up there? Hurry and get the treasure back to the hideout. Okay, do we really only have fucking ladder or stairs? There's gotta be a quicker way. I wonder. Does this go right by the... Oh, that's how to do it though. I got it figured out now. Well, we're just gonna act like that one didn't happen. Nailed it. It was only worth 140? Ugh, rough. How come other stuff in the last episode was like 500, I think, was one of the ones.
I don't think vain begins to describe this guy.
Looking good, Sly.
It's an improvement. I'll name this one the Homely Buckaroo.
Homely Buckaroo.
What kind of sheriff puts up posters of himself?
Didn't he already say that line?
Wow, Sly. You made him look even worse.
I love a challenge. I call it 10-star loser. This guy's a real egomaniac.
A real egomaniac.
Just achieved troublemaker status, Sly.
Oh, now this really chaps my hide! I'm going to find this artist and bust his thumbs! And maybe his pinky. Ugh.
Toothpick.
We definitely got under his skin, Sly. You ready for phase 2?
Absolutely.
Apparently, the sheriff also loves lollipops, but his favorite is a particular Cuban variety which has to be shipped in specially. Supposedly, they taste like rice and beans.
Ew.
Gross.
Agreed. But if we clean him out, he'll have to wait weeks for the next shipment, and that should really tick him off.
Off we go. Wait, get me up there. That was not worth it. Toothpick lolly.
I bet Murray would like that lollipop.
Great job! You just became a criminal, Sly.
What was I considered before?
Alright, this is going perfectly. You'll be locked up in no time.
You know, you're a little too excited about sending me to the slammer, Bentley.
It's all about the job, Sly. Speaking of which, in case you hadn't noticed, this Sheriff Toothpick is his own biggest fan. In fact,
You don't say, Bentley.
he's throwing himself a festival, and it's in full swing. If you take that banner down, I'm sure it'll be the final straw.
Right. Let's go rain on this guy's parade.
Oh, wood one.
Okay. I just need to get up to that banner. Of all the things to get busted for, I can't believe it's banner dumping.
They just have like giant clothespins.
Okay, there's the banner. I just need to knock those clothespins off.
Hold your fires, boss! Down there is the scribble, lolly thief and outlaw I've been looking for! Well, amigo. You just booked yourself a permanent room in this stony lonesome.
Jailbird. Really a costume if we're actually in jail? Steerable fist spin. Oh, see, he has a gadget grid. Why doesn't Sly? I need the triple jump with this guy.
Looks like it's up to me to recon the area. I need to get some shots of that prison, but I better keep a low profile. I don't want to alert the guards.
Oh.
Sly and Tennessee Kid Cooper are in that high tower.
That's the grainiest fucking photo I've ever seen.
That's an interesting side. Let me get a shot. Unless I'm mistaken, that is definitely a munitions dump. Very handy.
What is this? Sarsaparilla. I'm glad you can do those on missions still. Oh, I'm like perfectly right where I need to be too.
Aha! There is clearly some structural weakness along the rear wall.
Howdy.
Howdy yourself. Looks like you must have ticked old Toothpick off pretty good. I like that. You got a name?
That sounds like Sam Riegel.
It's Sly. Sly Cooper.
Now, son, you should know I don't take kindly to folks funning on my family name.
That
Whoa, whoa,
100%
whoa.
is Sam
I swear,
Riegel.
I'm not joking. I can explain.
Talk ain't worth spit, boy. Only one way to prove you're a Cooper. Bust us out of here.
Right. My friend Bentley's working on that. I hope.
Sly, press the square button to swing that ball. You'll smash through the Sly. You need to make your way to the bottom of the tower. Sly, here's your chance. Use the ball to break down that door and bust Tennessee out.
Didn't he say Sly's Gadget Grid has a new costume?
Okay, kids, stand clear. All right. I guess break time is over.
You should probably move that
Why am I the only one with a ball and chain here?
Listen, friend, they're planning on hanging me tomorrow. You want to trade?
What exactly did I come in here for? I'll just stay right here and lend you my moral support.
Nobody's talking about it in public, okay? We can't risk having any interlopers.
What? What?
can probably move that container if you hit it.
Why am I the only one with a ball and chain here?
Listen, friend, they're planning on hanging me tomorrow. You want to trade?
Oops. I don't exactly know what I did wrong there.
I'll just stay right here and lend you my moral support.
You all know that I really like the newfangled speaker system. I know many of you were injured getting it built, but I am real happy. So it looks like all your pain was worth it. I love hearing my new big voice. But now
What the
I can
fuck?
yell at you way easier. However, I understand you probably missed the
Right,
bird.
try moving those containers into your head.
So, I hereby promise to keep that up as well. I love screaming. Come now, ain't I a great boss, huh?
Yes, you did it! Sly, gonna need Tennessee to carry the TNT to blow the perimeter wall. Needless to say, you'll want to make sure he steers clear of things like fire or bullets.
Naturally. Thanks, Bentley.
Son, who is it you keep talking to?
That's funny.
I have a thing in my ear that lets me talk to my friend. And
Sly looks
I was
real
told he wanted to
gray
carry some of that TNT
with how
so we could blow the
brown
gate.
he is.
Sure. I got voices in my head telling me to blow things up too. They've been right so far. Let's get to it.
Oh, I was like, how the fuck do I get over there? But
Look around, Sly. There's bound to be a switch somewhere.
Figure I'll wait by the door while you work this one out.
Sheriff Toothpick here. I will get straight on you all that it's that time of year again.
Figure
damn,
I'll
it's a
wait by the
one-hit
door
KO,
while you
huh?
work this one out.
Alright, we'll be a little safer this time.
Salutations, hello, greetings. Okay, as you boys should know, tomorrow ain't my birthday. But I do not care.
Try not to forget who's carrying the dynamite.
I need you all to rustle me up a big old sugar cake. The candle, the frosting, it was a sprinkly thing, right? Then I'm going to blow out my candles and eat my
I'd like to make it through this in one piece.
Sing me a birthday song,
Well, looks like we can mosey along now.
right? Fine.
Nice job, Sly.
Attendance is mandatory. And don't forget my presents.
Huh. Feels like, I feel like we should be able to do something with that, but maybe we come back to it.
Melting pot to move Tennessee forward. Just avoid the flames.
Well, looks like our goose ain't cooked yet.
Great. Keep going, Sly. Keep going, Sly.
Shoot! Well, looks like our goose ain't cooked yet.
Apparently there was a second fire somewhere that he did not make it past.
Keep moving, Sly. Keep moving, Sly.
All right. I guess break time is over. Well, looks like we can mosey along now.
Way to go, Sly. Well, it looks like somebody's supplying Toothpick with new technology. That is a phased carper race, Sly. One touch means instant death. Switch into your jailbird costume and try using that ball in a different way. Press the R2 button to get on top of it. You should be able to ride it around using the left stick.
Interesting. Why is this not motion controls?
This looks like a nice place for a quick siesta. trick. Let's keep moving along.
Let's keep moving along. There's something over here. No.
Sly, it appears that archway in front of the door is some kind of locking mechanism, and that block is the key. Now you just need to figure out how to get it in there.
So, tell me about Sheriff Toothpick.
Toothpick? That shady son of a gun is crookeder than a sack of corkscrews. Plus, he framed me for that bank job and took the gold himself. I just know it.
That was way too easy.
I guess break time is over.
Use the ball to get across the floor, Sly.
For once, I might be glad I'm carrying the TNT.
I'm hitting the wrong button every time.
I'm off! I'm off! What in tarnation? That don't hardly make no sense. Don't you all love working here? You get the fresh air, exercise, excitement. What? Not love? Oh, this whole time I've
Oh
been
shit.
stuck in my craw. But I'll figure out.
Funny how I'm the one who's got to lug the dynamite. Well, let's get going. I ain't getting any younger.
I ain't getting any younger.
I just want to say I knew you was a Cooper the second I laid eyes on you.
Thanks, but Tennessee, we need to go. You ready?
Well, not really. Whoa! Yeehaw!
Must be I needed the paraglider before this mission. Otherwise it probably wouldn't have let me. Doesn't make sense for him to have it there if I don't have it. Does that make sense?
Somehow, we had managed to survive and make it back to the hideout. Once there, Tennessee gave us the lowdown, how he'd been planning the bank heist that should have gone down in Cooper lore as his masterpiece, only to have a mysterious new sheriff arrest him before he even reached the bank. Curiously, the robbery still occurred, and all the bank's gold was stolen. Tennessee was charged even though he was already in prison, and the gold was never recovered. Of course, he had a strong suspicion it was Sheriff Toothpick himself who had stolen the gold and framed him. And after a little research, there was no doubt he was right. Bentley was able to uncover plenty of information about the sheriff. Although he changed his appearance somewhat, Toothpick was a two-bit gangster from present-day Eastern Europe. According to his file, he'd grown up loving two things: gold and cowboy movies. He eventually specialized in gold robberies, and for a while had masterminded some of the largest scores around the world. Then he abruptly vanished. The word was he had always thought of himself as a gunslinger, and it looked like he had found a way to make that a reality. The guy was a real loose cannon, we'd have to watch our backs if we were gonna steal back the missing gold and restore Tennessee Kid Cooper's reputation as the greatest outlaw of the Old West.
Steerable cane spin. Let's go, Bentley. Boop, 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 boop. Night, sweet prince.
Okay, the first order of business is getting Tennessee his guns back.
Well, it's just the one gun now. I upgraded, but yeah, I need my shooting iron back.
Agreed. According to my sources, Toothpick closed this old gold mine several months ago, declaring it unsafe. In fact, he's converted it to a storage facility for his stolen goods, including Tennessee's gun. We'll need to take measures with this job so as not to arouse suspicion. So, employing a masterful disguise, I'll tail Toothpick to the mine's entrance and mark it with a homing beacon. Murray, you'll then use the beacon to find your way there. Toothpick's sure to have secured the entrance, so we'll need your formidable skills to get it open. Then, once we have access,
Look at that fucking
Tennessee
gun.
can get in and get his gun back. Let's get to work.
That's Tennessee. Why wouldn't he just have like a revolver?
Okay, I need to keep up with this guy. I better stay close, but out of direct sight.
That was quick.
Okay, I need to keep up with this guy. I better stay close, but out of direct sight.
What's that wall doing without my poster? I'm going to have to rectify that when I get back.
Should be right around this bed.
Get.
This town is looking like real ramshackle. Maybe I just blow it up when I'm done here.
I'm ready.
Huh? What's that wall doing without my poster? I'm going to have to rectify that when I get back.
I hope we get there soon. This mustache is itching like crazy.
I better get the boys to scatter some.
I'm glad like tailing missions kind of went away as games
Be too careful with those
got more
goddamn
modern.
troopers around.
Tailing missions were like, especially in Assassin's Creed games, like you walked faster than the person you were tailing all the time, so you had to like run, then stand still, then run, then stand still.
This isn't too bad. It must be the excellent disguise.
Nobody's going to find this entrance. Time to take a little look at my gold.
That
was a loud door.
Tried to open up a can of hack. Oh, scorpions! Guys, help!
I got the bug spray right here!
I want you to know that it's... Uh-oh. It's the left stick, which makes it weird. Great, I have to do all parts of this. I have to shoot, and now I have to hack.
I need more clock speed. Better use the speeder code. Time for that upgrade slot. Speeder code engaged. Updating physics code module, and voila! Elastic projectiles. Perfect for shooting around corners.
This is cool.
I can't take this security on directly. Time to bounce some shots around the corner. The speeder's laser loop will work perfectly on that switch. If I press and hold the R2 button while moving the ship, I can close a damaging laser loop around a target. I need to use my shell code to get the data key. I better switch back. This ought to do the trick. Looks like I should just go with the electron flow in this thing. Yikes, just looking at that wormhole is making me dizzy. I better steer clear of that.
I liked how they were in the first slides more than this.
I bet a laser loop around multiple switches would do the trick.
Yeah.
This lock requires a data key. All right, I can use this data key to disable that firewall.
Disable that firewall.
Oh boy, looks like they brought out the big guns. I better tackle this big guy piece by piece. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. Right, there's gotta be a lock for this around here.
Yes, Bentley. We already took care of it.
The gate is open. Time to dock the ship. security, thy game is hacked. Awesome, Murray! Okay, Tennessee, you're up.
Shit! I'll be in and out quicker than a hyperactive rattlesnake.
Hyperactive rattlesnake.
This door's kinda heavy.
How about that gun behind you, sir?
Oh, there's my gun.
Oh, okay.
That's right. The kid is back in business. Alrighty. Me and old Blue need to get reacquainted. Let's see. First, I need to press and hold the L1 button to enter targeting mode. Once in targeting mode, I can use the right stick to place the cursor over a target. Then I just press the R1 button to pull the trigger. Yes, sir. It's all coming back to me. Guess I better make tracks before old Toothpick finds out. I wonder what old Toothpick is cooking up in here. What in tarnation? Woo! This big old door is gonna require my crack shot technique. First, I press and hold the R2 button to enter crack shot mode. Next, I can use the right stick to move the cursor and draw a bead on multiple targets. Then I just release the R2
Okay,
button
so
to
it's
blast
fucking
'em. I can
Red
only
Dead,
use crack
Dead
shots
Shot,
when Cooper
whatever.
Harris is full. This one's tricky. I need to shoot all those locks at the same time.
Wow, nice shooting. Tennessee tried jumping to a different rail using the X button. Tennessee, I'm detecting a strong electric current on those rails. Keep your eyes open. Jump that electricity, Tennessee.
This must be the express. Woo-wee! Ain't no better way to get around. Yep,
This is fun.
I need to keep pushing. Well, I'm faster than a jackalope with his tail on fire. Woo-wee! Full steam ahead. Damn, this ain't even fair for you.
Whoops.
There, Tennessee.
What the fuck?
Where are these things coming from? You boys should have just skedaddled.
Great, Tennessee. Keep it up.
Okay, you don't have to just shoot. In my head, his only attack was the gun. That is not the case.
Dang, creepy crawlies!
Now that's what I call shooting.
Yeehaw! Ain't nothing stopping me now! This is more fun than square dancing with a donkey!
Remember, you can use any of your shooting skills while rail
You
sliding.
couldn't catch me with a bolt of lightning! Gotta keep sliding right on out of here! These rails are quicker than a six-legged coyote!
Uh-oh. Looks like you're gonna have to shoot your way out. See?
Don't worry, Bentley. These boys got about as much chance as a snowball in summertime. Too bad, Jim. Looks like it's your unlucky day. Time for a dirt nap, boys. You boys should have just skedaddled.
Interesting. Were there more of those and I just missed them, or was that the only one?
You're a regular dead-eye, Tennessee. You need to shoot that door open before you get there, Tennessee.
Shoot. I realized what he said way too late.
You need to shoot that door open before you get there, Tennessee. Great shot, Tennessee. Bye.
How was he in there and we didn't see him? What? Let's check the thief net really quick. Clothesline. Okay. That is where we will pick up next. This is where we will pick up next time. We'll be back tomorrow for the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good day. See you tomorrow. Take it easy.